Hello YouTube, and welcome once again to another fantastic beer review. And today we're going to be looking at a licensed beer, a relatively new phenomenon within the beer industry. We're licensed some ideas. I know Iron Maiden, there's an Iron Maiden beer. I know obviously what's his face, Bruce Dickinson, I think he was involved in the brewing of that. So it's a relatively new phenomenon, and we're looking here at a Stormtrooper Galactic Pale Ale. Is this the beer we've been looking for, or is this not the beer we've been looking for? It's brewed by St Peters Brewery from Suffolk. They're famous for, they do a lot of organic ales. They come in these really odd shaped bottles, and they've licensed it not from Disney apparently, but from Shepperton Design Studios, which is where the original Stormtrooper helmet and costume and outfit, whatever you want to call it, was designed back in the 1970s, 1976 I believe. I don't know why it's not copyright Disney. Who cares if Disney's not getting any extra money? More the better, I suppose. So it's a galactic, so it's a pale ale, galactic pale ale, right? Spacecraft beer. They do also a pilsner, I believe. I've not seen that for sale. I did buy this in the UK. It's available in the UK. Obviously, it's a UK brewery. I don't know if it's been exported. I would assume it probably is, because it would be quite popular with a lot of Star Wars fans, if not beer fans. Well, we'll see what that's like when we've had a taste of it. It's 4.2%. Okay, so yeah, like I say, I purchased this. Where was it? In a shop in the UK, B&M Bargains, where they do sometimes have lots of cheap beer deals on. I got some Innocent Gun there recently, which was very, very cheap, quite near its best before, but it was perfectly drinkable, which is really nice. So like I said, they have the Pilsner, but I've not seen that anywhere at the moment, and I've only actually seen this in B&M Bargains. I would assume it'll probably get into the major supermarkets. It's a 330ml can. You know, the design is sort of like, it's not very Star Wars-ish. It doesn't mention Star Wars at all anywhere on the can, and the design of it is more of a sort of 1950s B movie, which is, you know, I know some people say George Lucas took some inspiration from those, but it's, you know, it's very sort of cheesy. You know, you've got a planet with the rings around it, stars, and what have you, a rocket going across the can. Okay, it's got a load of hops in it. Loads of different ones. Galaxy, you know, oh, we'll put Galaxy hops in, but also Motueka and Simcoe, First Gold, a few others. I think they're all here on the back somewhere. Okay, but I had this out of the fridge for a while because it was quite cold. It was near the back of the fridge, so it's hopefully warmed up a bit. There's a lot of condensation on the can, so it's probably at a good temperature now. Right, I'm pouring this into my Shuttingar Brewery, which is a got this from a brew pub in, is it Bremen? I think it was Bremen. Yeah, Bremen, I think it was. Now, I don't actually like, it's a 0.4 beer mug as well, 0.4 litres, which I don't really like in pubs, because like you sort of getting short-changed, and they'll charge you 0.5, half a litre prices, but only serve you 0.4 of a beer. But I do like these beer glasses because they're perfect for cans, so they'll fit in the can, and you can probably put a nice bit of head on it. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Bit of foam coming out. There's no real aroma. It's just maybe a little bit of malt there on the aroma. It's a very generic beer aroma, canned beer aroma, I should say. If you was just having a, you know, a bog standard factory lager. Okay, let's see what its pours like. Well, it looks very golden to me. I don't know how it's coming across on camera. There's a lot of carbonation there. It's a very tight head. Quite creamy looking. Some tiny little bubbles. So obviously it's a lot darker for you, but it's a very rich gold colour. It's like the colour of if you're very dehydrated and you go to the toilet. It's quite cloudy as well. Well, no, I wouldn't say cloudy, but it's not super clear. Carbonation is fairly lively, but it's not over the top. Okay, let's think of the aroma now, see if it's any different. Again, not getting much on the nose. Okay, so let's have a try. That's not bad, actually. It's nothing to write home about, but it would be a good session beer, which I guess the idea of it is supposedly a session beer. I was getting a bit of bitterness on the finish. It's got, on the initial taste, it's got a very pleasant mouthfeel. It's very smooth, quite clean. Sorry, almost. The finish is almost like a Pils. Almost, it's got that bitterness. It's not metallic bitterness. It's a balanced hit of the bitterness from the hops. So maybe. If you don't mind, if you like a nice session, if you like a nice Pils as well, I'd go. It tastes more like. I wonder what the Pils taste like if this is quite bitter. And the pale ale is quite bitter. I wonder what the Pils is like. So I would say, yeah, it's not bad at all. I don't think I paid a lot for it. I think it was only £1.30. So what's that? €1.50. Maybe $2 if that. So not expensive at all. I think it comes in a bottle as well. I checked on the website. So, you know, like the Stormtroopers on Tatooine, hitting the Jawa's Sandcrawler, this sort of hits the spot. You know, accurate, as they said. Okay, oh, thanks very much for watching, and cheerio.